Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So, I'm going to be doing the bartender challenge today. So I imagine talking to Charles here might be the way to do it. Do you need a hand with anything? I'd like to take part in the bartender challenge. Looks like you're ready. In that case, let us begin. Okay. 1010 would drink again is the first one, so let's go ahead and start. Make me one large Grace Valley sunset, please. And there we go. Okay, a large Athenawum, whatever, I don't know. Large dusk, huh? It's getting harder. Okay, a medium snow-covered kiss. Okay, a medium snow-covered kiss. A misty garden, that's what they call it, right? I'll have a small one. A small... Oopsie. Oh no, that may have been too small. Never mind. A medium dusk, huh? Okay, a medium dusk served up. One extra strong medium misty garden. Okay. There we go, a medium misty garden extra strong. I think that it's about to end. Yep, it ended. So I managed to get 7 orders complete, and my final score was 700. That was a very, very weird. But, hey, I managed to do it, so... So, this one also has a score... 500 points. So once I get up to 500 points, I don't have to worry about it as much. And you got like 100 points per customer successfully served. So let's read this, what it says right here. If I can. Oh, there we go. Ugh, there are so many orders today. Why don't we tell the customers that we are all out of ingredients? Sure, but if we're all out, that means no drinking for you either, Paimon. Yeah, why? Wait a second, is that dialogue from Aether? The sure, but if we're all out, that means we're no drinking for you, Paimon? Anyways. Let's go ahead and challenge the next one. Go ahead and start this one. So, there's a medium moonlit alley with extra milk. Small golden Eden, huh? Classic coffee drink with small amount of milk foam to give it a delicate taste. So I'm assuming 2 coffees and 1 milk is what I believe that they want. Small. Yay! A sweeter medium love poem coming right up. A large moonlit alley with extra cocoa paste and milk coming right up. 1 large dawning dew with extra fizzy water. I don't think I've ever made one of those. Mix of fizzy water and juice full of frothy, fruity scents. So, okay, I think that that's, what he wanted. Nope. That wasn't it. Darn it. Okay, let's try this one more time. Yay! Okay, good. Now I don't have to worry as much. Wait a second. What do you want? Bright crown with extra milk. Okay. Tea milk, foam drizzled over top. Let's hope that this is correct. No, restart. It doesn't matter. I still won. I still got my 500 points. That one was harder. And that's because I didn't have, like, all the drinks already mixed before. Like, there were some that I'd never made, so I had to figure out what it was that I had to make on the fly. But I still won. So this next one, still 500 points is the amount that you need to get all of them. Let's go ahead and do that very fast. Okay, this time we're starting the first class service. More customers arrive at Angel Share. Their preferences can be quite tricky. Well, give me a coffee that has some impact to it. Medium, please. Okay, coffee, milk, and juice. I have no idea what this guy really wants. You know what? Let's switch over to a different customer. 1 large juice, please. Simple will do. No need for anything special. Okay. Please be correct. Yes, it was. good. Medium stroke of night with extra milk, please. 2 bases are mixed well with milk, producing a most rich flavor indeed. What 2 bases are those? I have no idea. I'm trying tea, juice, and milk. I don't know if that'll work. I didn't think so. Okay. Boreal watch over here, extra milk and mint both. Tea, milk, and mint. Okay. Large boreal watch. There we go. I finally could make one. No, I don't know how to make this stroke of night, unfortunately. I'd love to have a small coffee with some extra milk. No. No. Okay, 1 large juice, please. Sure. Unfortunately, I failed the first time, but it's fine. I can do it this time. Stroke of night. I don't know how to make the stroke of night. I wish that I knew. I wish I had more to go off of than 2 bases are mixed well with milk. Okay, you know what? I'll do it like that. Coffee, tea, and milk. Okay, that was it. Good. Okay, a stroke of night. Yeah, good. This is going a lot better than before. When you actually know what the ingredients are to make the drinks, it's not so hard. But when you don't know what the ingredients are to make the drinks, it's really, really tough. Night of Swirling Stars? Please tell me this is going to be easy. Okay, coffee, milk, fragrant, and intense. Hopefully coffee, milk, and mint was correct? No? Okay, I didn't think so. I'd like some of that smooth fruit juice. No, I don't care. Some kind of fizzier coffee around? I'd like a large one. Oh, this one. I hope that that's correct. Yes, it was. Good. Well, I got my 500 points, and that's all that matters to me. That one was even harder. Once again, because I didn't have all the recipes and stuff. Having mixed recipes and, you know, like that I don't know in a timed environment like that kind of sucks. You know what? I'd like to come up with a new mix. I'm going to try mixing some of these first. Sure, we've already restocked on ingredients, so please feel free. Let your imagination run wild. I'm going to just try to figure out some of these very fast before I actually go on to the next thing. So, brilliant combination of coffee, milk, and fragrant and intense, okay? Okay, I unlocked a caramel pinecone. I was trying to get this one right here, but I'm glad that I accidentally figured out the caramel pinecone. Okay, finally. So it was coffee and 2 milks. Good grief. I don't know why I didn't just take it literally. It's saying it was coffee and milk. I for some reason I thought the fragrant and intense part was like a hint to some other kind of ingredient. Tea with milk foam drizzled on top. Fluffy. Okay, I unlocked the bright crown as well. That was a tea and 2 milks. Okay, laughter and cheer, where milk meets cocoa paste. A smooth fragrance emerges. Milk, tea, and cocoa paste. Okay. Milk, tea, and cocoa paste for laughter and cheer. Classic way of drinking black tea. Slightly sweet and sour to the taste. So I'm assuming that in this case it'll be something like 2 black tea and 1 lemon. Yay! Okay, so I've unlocked all of the teas and all of the coffees. Now I just need to unlock all of the juices, and I'll be good. So this one is fruit juice as a base, silky smooth. Okay, oh. I unlocked Barbados' boon. I was looking to unlock Sweet Cider Lake, but Barbados' boon used juice, fizzy water, and mint. Huh. So what exactly do I need for the Sweet Cider Lake? Okay, I had to look up how to make the Sweet Cider Lake because I was not able to figure it out. It was 1 juice and 2 milk. So now I have all of them. And I should be able to easily win the final challenge now. Why is there still a thing? Oh, it's down here. Okay. Let's exit that and start up the final challenge here. Okay. Snow-covered kiss. A large scholar's afternoon with a bit of extra milk. A medium-sized Barbados' spoon with some extra fizz. A large birch sap that's slightly more sour. And a large tart brilliance that's just a little bit more sour. I think that'll work. It's a birch sap. No? It doesn't matter. I won anyways. Well, I mean, I got the score I needed. This is a weird minigame. The fact that they allow you to go into it without all of the recipes unlocked is a little bit unfair, in my opinion, but... I mean, well, I didn't have to go into it without all of the recipes, but... I could have always chosen to mix drinks before I did that. I just didn't know that I could do that until I saw that option when talking to that guy. Anyways, there we go. I have completely finished this challenge as far as I know anyways. I learned all the different drinks and stuff, so yeah, let's go ahead, go over to the Yae Publishing House now to meet Yae Miko. Hello, Yae Miko.
Alright, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess?
The textures aren't all loaded in yet. Okay, there we go.
I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yae Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yae Publishing House with the status of Guji Yae and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely...
Wrong.
wrong.
Although I thought it was a reasonable guess.
Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
Oh, that sounds like a good idea, Paimon.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
Wait, so you mean...
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rival's sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yae Miko wages war.
Okay, then.
Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko, so you want us to write a novel?
I've never written a novel before.
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yae Publishing House. I have my ways. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me.
Okay.
I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
This is going to be interesting. So they want us to talk to 3 different people. At the very least, one of them is right here. Oh no, there's multiple people here. Let's talk to Osuke.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
Okay. So there's one person. Illustrations,
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
Huh. Okay. Oh, what's this about? Yae Publishing House submission event is in full swing. Unleash your talent. Become the one light novelist to rule them all. Okay.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow-paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page 1.
Okay.
The protagonist is a Kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
Okay, so this guy was illustrations, this guy was cheap thrills. And to be honest, I'm kind of lost on what this guy was going on about. The problem is that the second guy, I was kind of like focusing on what he was talking about with regards to the titles of the novels, and so anything else he said I kind of went over my head. I'm not entirely sure if that was the point
There you are.
or not.
Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru.
Yep.
Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
Uh-huh. It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
You tell Yae Miko the reader's thoughts. Okay. I didn't have
all
to
very
actually...
true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the Kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille. But that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Okay.
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
Let's see. Reincarnated in another world, encounters with airborne emergency rations. Oh my goodness. That's the Workshy Bar, the Dragon, and the Grand Adventure. Let's go to the Dragon.
That sounds like a great one!
Okay.
Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first time to the sight of a dragon flying around and wreaking havoc on the city. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the dragon. But then, the dragon suddenly turns into a beautiful young woman. Huh? Human, let us work together to build a better future. The love story between human and dragon begins today? Well, that was an unexpected development. What happened to the Grand Adventure?
That's the first time I've ever seen Aether make that expression. The Grand Adventure is just the protagonist's name.
What? But that's so misleading.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
I'd give that a 5.
The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the Dragon Girl sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts?
Agreed.
Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Hopefully more interesting than that.
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
I wish that I had chosen the flying ration one.
Huh? Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
My mind's gone blank.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful.
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
Paycheck. Speaking of Mora...
Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back?
I turned into a Geo Vaishap hatchling, rock and roll girl, took a trip to Liyue. Tour guide turned out to be Rex Lapis. Tour guide turned out... Oh, that's a good one.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself. With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity.
Especially here in Inazuma, I imagine.
I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind.
I highly doubt that he would.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Let's see. Stuff this. Come on, let's get rid of this Vision Hunt Decree. Farewell Literature Hunt Decree. Or starting as a Resistance soldier. I'll just choose the middle one.
The strict Principal Raiden of the Inazuma Academy decided to confiscate all light novels. With the help of Lady Kitsune, the protagonist defeats Principal Raiden in an exam before the throne, forcing the principal to abolish the Literature Hunt Decree. Are we absolutely sure we can publish this?
We can and we will. I think it's great. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Whoa, so we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
And to be honest, after that first part, I wasn't sure. Even now.
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yae Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
Okay. I think that this is the door, but I want to talk to the characters very fast.
Add a little foreshadowing here. Call back to the 1st chapter there. Call back via contrast, that is. Plot twist here, obviously. Now, where's the best to explore the central theme?
Wow, she seems really in the zone. Let's not disturb her.
Huh. Interesting.
Don't worry. This story has a very clear narrative structure. Junkichi will definitely be able to work his magic on the writing front.
Oh, yeah! How did it go with that incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Did you manage to make a wish in the end?
Nope. On the first day, Junkichi couldn't memorize the incantation because it was too long. On the second day, he didn't wake up in time and midnight came and went. Oh, then, on the third day...
Mr. Shigeru, I thought we agreed not to speak of this.
Let's get out of here. Okay, we're here at the Yae Publishing House. Hello, Kuroda. You tell Kuroda about this situation.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yae Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Okay then. We gotta talk to this lady here, Nakano Shino, I believe. Yae Miko brings the completed light
Are you
novel.
sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
We had a top-notch team.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Okay. Are they gonna actually force us to wait for 3 days? Yes, they are. That's evil. That's so evil. Okay, 3 days should have passed by now. And I think that it's, automatically triggering the story.
Ah, you've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
This is all great, but...
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true!
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
Okay.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
There's another?
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits.
Okay, that makes sense.
Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book.
Wait, so does this mean he's been possessed, hasn't he?
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." After that, he lost consciousness.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
Is it too late for me to back out?
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
If you think it's so fun, then do it yourself, lady. Whatever. Okay, let's go over there then. Oh, it's actually in this area, huh? That is a domain. That is a domain.
Miko, what is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
Hey, wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone.
So if I enter, is it actually, well, you know, it may only be a single room. And they're recommending that I bring
The
an
threads of your
Electro
fate lie
character.
in my hands.
You know what? I'm gonna enter, and if it's actually like a proper domain, then I'm gonna leave and call it good. But if it's just a single room, then I'll continue. Because I don't want to do a full domain in this video. Okay, this looks like it could be a full domain. I could be wrong. Walking forward just a little bit.
What a weird painting.
What?
Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakusai? It's not very clear.
That name almost sounds familiar.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Yeah, this is actually a complete domain, so I'm going to be stopping here. Thank you very much for watching. The next time I play, I'm going to be continuing my adventure here, and I can't leave, can I? Let me see if I can actually teleport out of this place. Yeah, I can. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing the next time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.